We've got a decent amount of our workforce that has 25 to 40 years of experience that will, in the near future, start attriting out of the business. And when they leave, the knowledge that's in their head leaves with them.
If you have 30 and 40-year employees, through the years they figured out what worked, what didn't work, and they kept it in a black notebook. And so as they retired, those notebooks went out the door with him.
If we don't capture this tribal knowledge, we're going to be in trouble.
So DeepHow was interesting to us because we tried video capture in the past and it didn't work out, but the concept was still interesting to us to capture tribal knowledge on video rather than in written instruction.
It would have been communicated like via paper, via email. We do LDM startup meetings every day. If someone's absent or if someone can't hear because they're in the back side of the room when it's being communicated, it might not be relayed in the way that we want it to be.
The sort of instant gratification with the DeepHow video is that we could show a task or talk about a topic on the video and have it translated to the Spanish-speaking community instantaneously.
We had some reoccurring incidents where people were performing a process incorrectly, putting themselves at risk and getting small first aid injuries, but these injuries, first aid injuries of this nature could easily have been much worse. What we did is just videoed our process where we haven't been injured. My folks that performed the process said, I don't understand how this is occurring because we never put our fingers close to that thing. We were able to then send that video to the rest of the sites and say, is this what's going on? Is this how you do it? This is how we do it, and it protects our hands like so. And we were able to identify a difference in our equipment that had been added at some point in the past that enabled our operators to do the job more safely without having to put themselves at risk.
Once we assigned Heather to the program and she was the advocate for DeepHow, she really worked with employees on that deep level.
We got it was 10% of my job and then it was 50% of somebody else's job. And not until we actually made it 100% of someone's job did we really start to see that exponential growth explosion.
Heather has that personality, outgoing personality, made people feel comfortable. I mean, I wasn't very comfortable sitting in front of a camera and she's sticking the headphones in my hands saying, okay, you got to talk through this. But once I did it a few times, I got comfortable with it.
I think we are at least where I would have expected to be at this point. I think we're actually further ahead than where I would have expected to be with Heather's help.
I get probably more credit than I will take credit for, and I'm just like, it's the people. They're doing all of the work. I'm just the person holding the camera.
When we see something go really well, that is a DeepHow right there.
I got bare copper, I'm gonna multi-DeepHow it.
It's more like we point at things and say, that's a DeepHow.
When I'm worried about losing legacy knowledge, when I'm worried about losing years and years of history, I would DeepHow it.
No other easy way to pass that down. So to me, I feel really good about how I'm gonna be able to pass my legacy down.
And the vision is that this will be the YouTube for International Wire, where employees have a problem, they search the database, they find a relevant video, and they get themselves, out of the trouble that they're in.
If DeepHow didn't exist, what would be the alternative way that you would be able to pass your legacy on? You mentioned 10 years down the road.
I don't think there is a way.
So your knowledge, all of the information that you've gathered over 45 years would just fade away.
Yeah.